morning, BodySlams podcast viewers. I am one of your co-analysts. I am Chio Ross, and welcome to I want to say, was this episode 33, I believe, of Breakfast at BodySlams. As you see, the man next to me, he jumped in the room before I even got a chance to introduce him. He is that image guy, Mr. Make Breakfast Without Sending Me some to Amazon or whatever. Mr. Joey Image. Love your shirt, Joe. Love it.
I got my breakfast smoothie here.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. I'm on my second cup of Joe. No pun intended. Like that, Joe.
Oh, okay. Too much peanut butter in this. Oh my God.
What, you got coffee with peanut butter?
No, smoothie, breakfast smoothie.
Smoothie.
Oh, you can't see it because of the blur.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the diet thing, so I'm like drinking smoothies now with like spinach and like this one's got spinach, strawberries, bananas, peanut butter, mango, kiwi, and pineapple, and Greek yogurt and almond milk.
Yeah, people, if you haven't not noticed from the previous weeks that you tuned in, me and Joey, we are on that old man status of trying to be healthy and stuff like that. But apparently,
I'm down from 255 pounds on August 26th, and then as of yesterday, I'm 227.
And that's a mile marker. Oh, there's Ange. Hey, I see her and Buddy.
She can't see you.
Yeah,
I mean, she can't hear you.
Okay, well.
He says hello to both of you guys. She says, morning, Gio.
Morning.
Yeah, so this ain't bad. It's just there's too much peanut butter in this. It's overpowering the rest. I'll put one scoop. But
yeah, like I said before, if you noticed in the past weeks, me and Joe are on that old man status where we're trying to get healthy. Unfortunately, the previous night, I don't know, I slept wrong or whatever, but I could not get the downstairs home studio here cleaned up to save my life. I was like, every time I did one thing, I had to sit down. Like, get up. I move a tiny item like a pen. I'm like, I gotta sit down. I'm like, so.
Well, I had a really big cheat day yesterday, so I got to get back on the wagon this morning, dude. I had like pasta and a lot of garlic bread with cheese on it, and a bunch of brownies, and just a disgusting amount of garbage. Pizza.
I am so jealous of you right now. That is.
I only have one of those a week, so I usually only do one cheat meal a week, not even a whole day. But yesterday was my mother's birthday, November 5th, so we all went to dinner. So I had a cheat meal there, and then went to a couple friends' house to watch the pay-per-view, and had a bunch of garbage there too.
Hey,
so now I got to get back on my wagon. So I got my smoothie and I got a big bottle of water here.
Hey, folks, I want to let you know throughout the show, the comments and question section, the chat room board will be open. So if you have any comments related to anything that we're going to be talking about today, please chime in. If you have any questions for us or whatsoever, or anything you'd like to see, hop on into the chat room, say good morning, say hi, whatever the case may be, and we'll try to get to each and everyone's comments or questions.
Where's T at? He asleep?
He's on old man status too. I think it was the change of time. You know, I think he's soaking that in, that extra hour of sleep and stuff. So I think instead of 1 hour, he's taking like 2 or 3 hours maybe. but he's on that status as well as us. But without any further ado, as usual, let's jump into some of our friends out there in the world of professional wrestling who just happens to do well, I will say they're kind of affiliated with the world of wrestling, and here's why. Red Rose Sports Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You can get at them at redrosesportscards.com for all your baseball, football, hockey, basketball. But me personally, I pick up pro wrestling trading cards there. That's right. Whenever I get a chance, I'm more into the classic stuff, but that's just me. But if you want to get up on your updated wrestling cards or any other kind of sports cards, go over to redrosesportscards.com. If you're not in the area, they buy, sell, and trade, as well as another friend of ours over in West Reading, PA, Symbiote Collectibles. They deal with all kinds of toys, games, and nostalgia and stuff. I actually go over there and I find vintage, old school wrestling action figures from LJN to Hasbro to Galoob, as well as I picked myself up a Nintendo, a original Nintendo, and I grabbed a bunch of those cartridges you have to blow into and push in, and hopefully they work. That's right. Check out our friends over at Symbiote Collectibles in West Reading, PA, and they are also on .com as well. So, and Joe, you want to do the next guys? Our buddies, you know who they are.
Yeah, check out, go to Amazon.com, check out those 2 books you see right there on the screen. Jimmy Corderas, friend of the show. Well, Steve the Teacher, friend of the show also. Jimmy Corderas has actually been on the show. We got to get Steve on here during one of these. Check out Jim. Well, you can just go to Amazon, search for Corderas. You'll find that book, and then search for Chio. You can say Steve's last name if you want to.
Hershowitz.
Almost.
Wait, I think I forgot the K. Hershowitz.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah,
You got, man, this is the first time I've heard you say it right.
I'm trying.
Yeah, just go on Amazon, search for Corderas and Hershkowitz, and you will find either of those books. Both paperback and very affordable, and of course, Steve the Teacher's book, the hardcover, is also only $17. Both of them are worth it, and like I say every week, I will say definitely grab the Steve the Teacher book because I'm in it.
Yeah, and not only that, if you follow Jimmy Corderas on Facebook or whatever, he does that Ref and Rant
every day. Yep.
And Steve has his own stuff going on as well.
The Ref and Rant thing that Jimmy does, a lot of people say, "Oh, he's just a WWE shill," or he's just putting down AEW. No, he's not, man. He praises the good stuff and condemns the bad stuff for both companies, and a lot of it is worth it if you want to get into the business. It's everything. But between Jimmy Corderas' Twitter and Mike Mondo's Twitter, you will get a pro wrestling education like none other. Both of them very worth the follows on Twitter. Mike Mondo is just amazing.
I seen that recently. A lot of stuff he been posting because everyone just been constantly sharing.
And Mike Mondo is. This is not a paid plug or anything like that. I just love the guy. But if you go and check out, never met him but would like to. But if you go check out his Twitter. If you're an independent wrestler at the moment, and he will critique, and this is a guy that's been at the top. He's been WWE for a while. It's been a while since he's been there, but he will critique your matches for $20 each, which to me is like $80 too little. He should really be charging like $100 for what he does, because if you read his stuff, like I said, just reading his tweets is an education in pro wrestling. It's amazing.
Joe, we have a hi in the room from Dave Schneider.
Yes, he has no teeth.
Good morning, Dave. Thank you.
Maybe we can get Mondo on here one day.
Maybe.
To, drop some words of wisdom.
Get some endorsements. Yeah. Another one that I don't have up here. Another one who's good. Missy Sampson. Just put out 3 books. She put out 3 books.
Yeah.
She had I think one was for trainees. To follow your progress when you're training. One was I think a crossword puzzle, I believe. I
have the training one, the training log.
I can't remember the third one though. But she currently has 3 books out. Look her up on Amazon as well. Missy
it's under Ms. Melissa Sampson.
Ms. Melissa Sampson.
No, I've known her for a long time. Always been a big supporter of hers. Yeah. And I don't remember what the third one is either. Yeah, I got to get her images up here, or while we're working here, Joe, you can, you got those 2 screens. You can. Isn't the third one also something about training? I don't remember. I bought I have the training log one, which I'm obviously not going to use and no longer in training, but I wish this was something that was around when I was, because it's basically got a list of, ideas for anything you can think of with your own character. Plus, it's got a blank page where you just put like the date of your training and what you did that day and blah, 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 and follow up and stuff like that. It's a really cool resource. Yeah. And again, something I wish I had when I was training, because I could have used. It's almost like how guys who go to the gym and they follow their progress as well with their training logs as well. Yeah. So it's just like that. So, but yeah,
even if guys like us don't use it because we're at that time in our life, it's great for us to share to the next generation who is unfamiliar with Samson. Samson. I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. With I don't know. I might have to tell her that. Like, hey, I called you Samson. But yeah, with Melissa Sampson, and reach out, get those books on Amazon, and then you can do the same thing and track your progress as well.
Man, I can't find it. It's here somewhere. I just got it last week, and I posted a picture of it saying, "Hey, I bought this. It's awesome." And now I don't know where it is.
It happens. It happens. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we do not know where our man T is. So, like I said, we're just gonna keep the show rolling.
He just sent you a text.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's got his headset on. He's not logged in though, so I mean, we can't do anything without him being logged in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, if he's watching, I sent your thing through Twitter.
I can't believe I can't find this book,
So-
man. I feel bad.
All right. So, as you're looking, I'm gonna jump into things. Last night or yesterday evening, around 12 noon or whatever it started,
That wasn't yesterday evening.
or what? At noon. At noon
Yeah.
or whatever. Well, noon. It's whatever.
I didn't get to watch until like 7 p.m. Lex, what's up, my brother?
I think he's still down in Mexico.
I
Because-
didn't get to watch the pay-per-view until late because we had stuff to do during the day. And like I said, my mother's birthday was yesterday, so we went out for dinner around 4. And I didn't want to watch it before that because we were going to a friend's house down the road. So we went there and watched it with a whole bunch of people. It was cool.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it and clean at the same time. So today I had to do one of those fast forward reviews. Even though I did catch the whole pay-per-view, but like I said,
Yeah.
I was being distracted by trying to do what things here at the house too as well.
There were rumors that they were going to cancel it,
I know, with the whole
move it
Iran
to the-
thing going on.
or move it to the performance center, but then it was confirmed that like the area that Iran threatened to bomb was way on the other side of the country from where they were or where they were going to be, so they didn't do anything about it, which I mean it makes sense, I guess.
I know, like I was surprised that there wasn't no like you know how they have those pre-shows for the pre-show matches.
There was none?
like, no, there was no. I didn't see no
Oh,
kickoff
wow.
stuff unless I missed
I
it.
thought maybe I just missed. Yeah, because like I said, I didn't watch it until late, so I thought maybe I just missed it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give up. I can't find this book. So. I thought I knew exactly where I put it, and now I feel bad.
Open up the card was not a shocker. I kind of expected this. We seen two of the badass mofos in WWE going head to head. I picked up some images, like certain ones throughout the card, only because I don't know, they just seem important to me. It was Brock Lesnar taking on Bobby Lashley, and Bobby from the door, he was manhandling Brock and stuff. He went after the leg, putting him through the barrier and stuff. Brock firing back, hobbling around through the whole match on one leg. I don't know what it is, but does Brock look a little smaller to you? I'm like, I know he's a big guy.
A little bit like not thinner, maybe leaner.
Yeah, because I'm looking at his legs in this picture here. And
He's got, like, compared to normal, he looks like he's got chicken legs.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking Brock is probably basically winding down towards the end of his wrestling career. I believe,
Maybe.
But this here was a heavy-handed match going back and forth.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I was not disappointed in this match here whatsoever, because it was giving Lashley that credibility over Brock, because Brock been a monster for years,
Right,
champion, laying people out here and there, and the whole thing about him and Brock not facing each other, the whole thing was, Brock was afraid of Lashley. This pretty much really, I'm like, even though we all know Bobby Lashley is legitimately a badass,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is Brock.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I think what you just said is super important, that brought a lot of credibility, and the finish. I think the finish of this match did the same thing, because it was sort of like an out of nowhere win for Brock, and it was also like, I think it gave Bobby Lashley some credibility, because it wasn't your typical pinfall.
It
Um,
was a botch pin, as you noticed. If you
well, it
see,
looked like it was supposed to be the victory roll, like from
well,
Mania
yeah,
10 or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So he's supposed to roll
Similar,
backwards, where
yeah,
his feet are on on the mat
or
above
over, yeah, like
Lashley's.
over his, yeah.
A la Bret Hart and Roddy Piper when he stuck him
Hmm.
in the sleeper hold
That's what I
and
was
kicked off
thinking
the.
of. Not Brett and Owen, Brett and Piper. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what this finish was
I
supposed to
think
be.
I almost think these guys' bodies are just physically too big to even do that kind of move into that position.
I had something similar happen to me. I had one guy up, and he went to kick off the ropes. Instead of going up and over, the weight of him crashed on my ribs going
Ugh.
backwards, and like I had cracked ribs because he landed on me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, ouch.
Yeah, that's
So,
rough.
yeah, but the and like I said about Brock being towards the end of his wrestling career, is at the end, because Lashley was still standing tall, and Brock was like, like laid out, head
That's what
draped over the bottom rope.
that's what I mean. Like, even though Lashley lost, still it was kind of like an out of nowhere, like not your standard pinfall. So it still gives Lashley some credibility, because he lost in that way. He didn't just like job out, as the kids like to say.
Yeah, yeah, it was like a mysterious roll up. But anyway, your winner of that match, uh, Brock Lesnar.
I think they're gonna do a rematch. Didn't Lashley win the last one?
Yeah, I think this was
This was the second.
yeah, it was a one up. It was like pretty much gain revenge or whatever type
Yeah.
thing. But I'm like, then if you're gonna do another one, it's not really revenge. It's just that you guys are just whooping each other's asses. But okay, it is what it is. Following that was the women's tag team match for the tag team championships. We had the team of Alexa Bliss teaming with Nobody's Letter for Oscar, taking on Damage Control, the team of Dakota Kai and
Io Sky.
Eos. I don't know why I want to call her something else at the end. I say
Kai and
Eo.
Sky.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Remember Kai and Tai?
Yeah.
This is Kai and Sky.
I was kind of thinking that, but it was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't.
Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
Yeah. Reason I put this image up here is you see the factor at the end of the match, right there. With damn, I want to call her Nikki ASH, but she's not that no more. Nikki Cross.
She's back to Nikki Cross, yeah.
Yes. And it's kind of weird though, because like they have Nikki Cross back to her old self, attacking Alexa Bliss. They did comment before that, hey, they were best of friends and this and that. But since this is a darker side of Nikki going back to herself,
Yeah.
but then if you notice in the beginning, before the match, during the promos in the back, Alexa, just so happened when they were in the promos, the image of Bray Wyatt's butterfly and stuff popped on the screen, and she glanced over real quick, like all scarce and stuff for a moment there. Is like, and they commented on that.
I don't even think I saw the promo before that.
Yeah, it was right before the match, before they came out. The announcers commented on her. There's no secret to the history of that she had with Bray Wyatt. So, and them losing the title, who knows? Maybe we'll see the return of Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Back
Alexa
with
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yeah, we.
Did you notice before the show started, in the opening? Speaking of the women's tag team match, in the opening video, that Sasha Banks and what's her name were in it. What's Trinity Fatu's name? Naomi. That her and Naomi were added, or her and Sasha Banks were added back to the opening video. So they were cut out a while ago. They weren't even on this week's. Like the opening for Raw didn't have them. The opening for SmackDown didn't have them, but this one did.
What
So I
they
don't know if that's
so
something
they
because
both
Saudi
were in it.
Arabia. Yeah, I don't know if that's just because the people in Saudi Arabia love them or something, or if it means something. I don't know.
Well, they're still under contract, so it's like
They were released supposedly. That was the rumor a couple months ago.
nah.
After they
From
walked out, they were supposedly released. I don't
no,
know.
I believe she's still temporarily under has some time left on the contract that
I
but
heard they were released. They both removed the WWE stuff out of their
oh yeah,
social
that's
medias and
obvious.
all
That
that stuff.
that's obvious. With people doing that, pretty much when they want their release, they don't want to acknowledge the company they work with. But when you're under contract, you're under contract, and with WWE owning the rights to the footage and stuff like that, they can pretty much put whoever they want, even ex stars who are probably over in AEW right now. They can put in on those vignettes if they wanted to. So I was really digging their gear. Honestly, Kai and Sky. There you go, Kai and Sky. I was digging their gear. The way it's just something about they looked good in that white and blue outfits that they had.
Yeah.
Not so much Alexa, Asuka, like whoever the seamstress is. Like I know
Asuka's always
online.
got 1,000 colors on her gear and
Yeah.
her face and her hair.
I know. On Instagram, I follow some of the seamstresses, or
I used to follow that Jolene chick. She was the seamstress for TNA.
yes. Yeah, there's a
Or I
bunch
don't
of
know if
them.
she still is with Impact. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them where I'll go and I'll just look at the gear. I'm like, oh my god, and I'll be in like, oh, like holy wow, this is great. And like I try to zoom in and check out the stitching and like there's times where I'll watch a match and I'll get distracted
Yeah.
from the match and I'm looking at the person's gear, I'm looking at their boots, their kick pads, a little bit of everything. So, but that's just me though. Moving along, they had the steel cage match with Drew McIntyre taking on Karrion Kross. I was really distracted during this match. I know it was a lot of back and forth.
I was distracted by the spikes coming out of Scarlett's face. Like what was that all about?
Like as usual, when you got two big men out there, sometimes they are limited to what they do. But when you got athletic big men, it surprises the fans then too as well of what
McIntyre worked this match with a severe flu.
And didn't he just finish getting married too, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I know there was some.
Oh, Sheamus just got married.
Okay, it was Sheamus. My bad. I knew it was one of them because there was pictures on all their Twitter accounts of Sheamus, McIntyre, Miro, Claudio.
Yeah.
So I was like,
he's been sick all week. I heard, and he had a severe flu since like Wednesday, Thursday, and he worked the whole match last night like that. Kudos to him.
I know. Here's the thing. I know Sheamus. I mean, not Sheamus. I know Drew's a big fan favorite over there in Saudi Arabia and stuff. But with the return of Kross, you would think they would push him hard to get over on the guy who's already established.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't see this outcome. And I was looking at Scarlett as being the factor to help him go over in this match, but apparently it's not. Then when when he figured she locked the door, he was going to go over top the cage.
Yeah.
For a second, I was thinking they were going to pull an old school Tito Santana versus Greg Valentine exit of the cage, where he's going over, she unlocks the door, and as Karrion's coming out, he when he's going over, he's going to be like towards near the door where he's on top. He can still like grab the door, like kick it shut or something like that, hit him in the face with it, and then drop down. So, but I was wrong as usual.
I think I like Karrion Kross better with the shaved head.
Really?
I think he looked more like menacing without
True.
hair. Like now, to me, it just looks like your average like accountant that you would see like I don't know at Wall Street somewhere.
Oh, I see. Other side. I know. I see. It's okay. All right. And coming up is a match that was actually really good. It was Judgment Day
Better than
taking
I
on
expected.
the OC. Yes. The thing that surprised me is Dominic Mysterio. I like him as a heel.
Yeah.
It's and they got him away from his dad. That's great. That way he can shine on his own.
I thought when
And
he came out, and you can kind of see it in the picture here, but except for the purple on Mysterio's tights, I thought he was wearing the Shield outfit with
uh-huh,
like
with the
that
chest.
top, yeah, the chest protector kind of thing, and the black pants or whatever. That's I thought he was wearing the Shield stuff.
Yeah, I think when guys who are a baby who are not getting that push, well, they get the push, but they're not getting over with the crowd as much. And when as soon as they turn the heel and they seem to can tap into something else to make them a lot better. And plus, he got a group of guys and Rhea, mommy, mommy, exactly. What Poppy wants, Poppy gets. To help him grow, because I feel like he was being coddled by his dad. You know, daddy's gonna always look out for him, this and that. Now that they got him separated on two different brands, but when you notice his gear, if he's trying to be his own man and get away from the whole Mysterio type thing of his dad,
Yeah.
if you look at his gear, he has the wings on the tights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that there drawed me away. Like, it had me scratching my head a little bit. Like, what the hell? But other than that, this match really surprised, especially Dominic. I like it. Hands down. I'm not gonna call this the match of the night at all, but it was one. It definitely was one of my favorites. Yes, indeed. And obviously we all knew the Judgment Day was going to go over, because they're getting that push. They're definitely getting that push. And the OC, we don't know how long they're going to be there, because the whole thing with Carl Anderson and the whole Japan and the championships and all that. Like,
he was booked last night. He was booked in Japan yesterday.
It's like what the hell? It's like, so I guess they don't want to. I guess they want to have him there, but they don't want to invest too much until, I guess, maybe complete their commitments.
I don't know. Like I said, he was booked in Japan yesterday for New Japan to defend his never openweight title, and he said, "Nope, I'm going to Riyadh instead. Going to Saudi Arabia. I'm not. You won't see me in Japan."
Yeah. Well, and let's keep another battle. There was several matches of Battle of the Big Men on here. It's like, and here's another one.
Dumb.
Like,
I like Braun Strowman, and I also like that they put Asia Pereira in there. That's the smallest referee they have, with the two biggest guys in the company.
I did. I
don't think
did.
She still goes. I don't think she goes by that name anymore. That was her indie name, but I don't know her new name. Name, whatever.
I did like the fact that announcers did comment on that Omos is bulking up a little bit.
Yeah.
And the fact that he had new gear.
First thing I noticed as soon as he came out, like, whoa, he's got new gear now, and Braun Strowman's still wearing just jeans, colored jeans with a belt.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm looking at like what they're trying to invest in Strowman. I'm thinking I'm seeing like an early Big Show. Because Big Show wasn't that great when he started at all. He was just big. That's it.
Yeah.
And then after he got some time in, and that's like a lot of guys, a lot of big guys like that, like even including Mark Henry. Henry was a young puppy, and and you can see the difference between then when he started, and then what he is like in the recent years.
So we mentioned. Flex has got a question. We mentioned this earlier before he was in the chat room. How do they pull off Saudi Arabia? I read they had to cancel. Flex, we mentioned a couple minutes before you came in that the rumor was that they were going to cancel, but apparently the area of Saudi Arabia that Iran threatened to bomb is way, way on the other side of the country from where they were in Riyadh, so it wouldn't have affected them. So they basically took a consensus with the roster, and everyone said, "All right, well, we're going to go on. We're going to like Drew McIntyre." I read as one of the guys that was like adamant about going because he had the flu, so he like didn't want to back out and use that as an excuse. Like he wanted to go and do his match. So so basically, yeah, they weren't in the threatened the danger zone, whatever the word is. Can you pop that picture up real quick of Omos and Juice Robinson? I was going to say, what the hell?
Yeah, that looks just like Juice.
Dude, you know what's crazy to me is that Braun Strowman is 6'8", and he's looking up like it's nuts, man.
Well, it's like Big John Studd looking at Andre.
He's
It's
like 7 inches taller than
okay. How about this?
than Strowman.
Undertaker looking at El Gigante or
Dude,
Giant Gonzalez.
it's like Sky Low looking up at the Big Show. I mean, that's it's like me looking at Bruno Los Blanco.
Ah, yes.
Like, you know, I don't want to say Louis Bruno, but me looking at Lou Bruno. That's insane. Because what? He's 6'9", and I'm 5'8". So I look. Same thing with man. I don't know. There's like who's the other guys? There's two other guys that I saw in Invictus that were both like 6'9".
John Tella, his
Big
partner.
Ben Bishop.
Yes,
is one of them. He's
actually
also 6'9", and who is the other guy? Smooth.
PB Smooth.
Yes, Pretty Boy Smooth.
Yeah.
They man, he's also 6. All three of those guys are 6'9", and I'm like, this is in. They just need to start like their own group, just called like I don't know, we're gonna kill everybody or something.
Yeah.
But like, it's just crazy that Strowman is 6'8" and Omos is 7'3", and he's like, I mean, they mention it every time because you know, especially like with this picture. But they're like, man, he has to look up to like who was the commentators? Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. And Wade Barrett's like, how many matches do you see of Braun Strowman where he's the little guy? So funny, dude. It's just like as a short guy, it's crazy to look at this.
Yeah. And moving along, which was another one of my favorite matches. The Usos defending their Unified Tag Team Championships against the Brawling Brutes. The Brutes paying homage to Sheamus with the 10 beats of Bowery. Is that what it's called? Bowery? Okay, I pronounced it right. And Ridge Holland with the white noise.
Yeah.
During the match. So, but yeah, hands down.
Sheamus was not there because he's on his honeymoon.
Yeah. We knew exactly how this match was gonna go because of Friday night. Because of Friday night with the New Day, with everything that happened. Because the Usos are coming so close. Okay, Usos are coming so close of becoming the
record holder for the longest.
Yeah.
Was it longest tag team or something?
Yes, and the New Day was like, yo, we're cheering for the Brutes to win, and if you get past them, you know, we're here. We got next to try to keep our record intact. So I believe I don't think it's Monday night. I believe it's Friday night. They're going to be doing the New Day versus the Usos. And people, you cannot deny this. Hands down, Usos versus New Day will always be a barn burner, especially when they did that Hell in the Cell and they had all those kendo sticks and they're beating the living piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just that match.
I'm not a big New Day guy. I never really was. I like Big E. I like all three of them individually, but just as a unit, I don't know. It's just never been my thing.
You don't have to be into them for their character wise though, but the fact of what the skill level that they put in there with the match with the Usos, like they could be anyone, but as long as that type of match is coming out for the fans, like everybody wins then.
If I'm the Usos and I'm like, hey, next week, like whatever day it is, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever it is, that day will be we'll be one more day above the longest reigning champions, which means that they would be then the record breakers.
Yeah.
I would go out there and say, look, I can't wrestle Friday. I'm hurt. I got to take a day off. So that way I still get one more day, and then there's my day. Hey, bud. And then there's my day where I broke the record, and I can wrestle you after that.
going forward with this situation between the Usos and the New Day, where do you think this is gonna go? Do you think they're gonna let the New Day keep that reign or give it to the Usos? Because the whole thing with the bloodline, it's on fire. It's been on fire for a while with Roman being the champion and them being the dual champions as well. Uh, it's kind of tough to judge right here. I'm like, uh, will they drop it to the?
I hope not. I hope they keep the belts on the Usos, dude.
Well, it's not that. It's not having the belt part that got me. It's the part of the record holding part. I'm like,
That's what I mean. They have to have the belts to
yeah. Would they
break the
give it?
record.
Would they give it to New Day and then only get a rematch just to get them back then again? Just so
Oh yeah.
just so
I know what you
New
mean.
Day can keep that shine of that
Yeah, I
record.
mean they're the New Day's the baby faces, so I'm sure they would do something like that, and then the Usos get it back the following week, just so they didn't break the record, but they still have the titles. I see what you mean.
A couple people here in the chat room that are getting. I didn't look over and see. Let's see here.
Oh, my buddy Scott.
Yeah, Scott agreed on the New Day. They're great
Yeah,
individually. Not a fan of them as a tag team.
yeah, that's how I feel.
And Flex in my whole wrestling career, where I only stood eye to eye with Les Strick. Oh, he's talking about the height. The
I
height
think I
difference.
only stood eye to eye with like Chris Rockwell
Yeah.
maybe in my whole career. That
Okay.
might be it.
Yeah. He said eye to eye with Love Struck, and I actually was taller than some guy I never heard of. And two other workers in Reading.
I don't think I know the name Love Struck. I know Love Bug. I wrestled that guy. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the same guy though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that second name when I said is a guy I never heard of, is just a guy who I will not ever mention on this show.
I figured that out when you
Yeah.
said I never heard him because I never heard of him.
Yeah, it's someone I would never mention on the show because we had some past heat. So yeah, he will not get any kind of
Yeah,
acknowledgement.
no, I
From
figured that out when you said that. I never heard of that guy. I assumed it was someone that you have absolutely heard of.
So we're just gonna keep it pushing. That's right. Uh, this match had me in awe. Just this image alone of Billy on top of the golf cart.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, I thought the match was gonna either finish two ways. One, up on the stage with Billy hitting the with the
Belly to belly.
yeah, that, or with the golf cart up there, or the finish of her coming down the stage, maybe sliding off the top of that and doing a front bump onto a table
Yeah.
or something like that, and
Well,
then
they
take it home
tried
like that.
and the table didn't break.
Yeah,
And
but
then, and then when they showed the close up of the table, you could see where it was pre-broken.
uh, uh, one thing that got me hilarious that I was like looking at, I'm sure the fans see this as well, not only me, is when Billy had Bianca trapped between the ring and the steps,
Yeah.
and then
the
she's
ladder.
down underneath, and I'm thinking, okay, the fans are probably thinking she could crawl under the ring and come out the other side.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a couple little haha moments there that it was so obvious that you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
I just it kind of took me out of it when they showed the end when you could see the table and you could see the big pre-broken kind of line right across the middle of it. And I mean, it almost looked like she hit it the first time and it cracked, but then when it broke, it was a perfectly clean straight line. And I was like, dude, like you saw it beforehand, you could see the indent of the break where it looked like it was pre-broken and maybe glued back together or something. And then she went through it, and it was very obvious.
I personally believe that I was thinking going into this that Billy was going to win this either A, clean, or damage control, since they won the tag team titles, that they would come down and help assist her, so that way they all have the championships.
See, I thought the opposite. I thought her girls won the tag belts, so she ain't gonna win this match. I figured they give them the belts and they give her a loss,
and then have her pick up the title somewhere else down the line.
Isn't Bianca Belair like one of the longest title holders now or something?
Got me. I have not been keeping track, but you know what?
No,
That's something we need to do. Then we're going to go and search the record holders of who's current and how long they been, or what's going on. Going from this glorified road rage here onto something that I was not quite expecting.
I was super surprised, and it was really good. And this dude is for real. I think I liked. You know what?
Thank you, Flex. I see your comment in the chat room about.
I like the fact that they showed a bunch of clips of Shawn Michaels training Logan Paul.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I guess at the performance
Well,
center or whatever. But that
well,
was kind of cool.
I wasn't gonna get to that. I was gonna get that after I get to this though. The whole Bray Wyatt.
The promo, yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be a lot more to this than just that simplified promo. It was something like he could have done that on
Yeah.
like Monday night,
They
or
could have not
or
spent the money to fly him to Saudi Arabia to just do a promo with
yeah.
Atlantis.
I
He
thought
could
we
have
were
done
gonna
that
see.
or he could have filmed it at home on his phone and let him just air it there.
No, I actually thought we were gonna see the debut of somebody like the whole Uncle Howie thing, unless they're gonna keep that one still people guessing.
Barry Windham is the
And
rumor.
yeah, but when you see the promos, that's Bray Wyatt behind the mask talking.
It looks
you
like
hear
Barry Windham. That's why the reason. For the rumor. It
but
does.
but
If you take like the shape of the mask and the face and like the
yeah,
eyes behind it and stuff, somebody put it side by side of like uh, it
or what he
almost
looks
looks
like
like
now.
no. It almost looks no back then. It almost looks like this is the Barry Windham picture that they used to mold the mask out of it. It's like that exact.
I'm thinking if anything, what they would do, they'll probably reveal other members first and just keep teasing Uncle Howie until like the very
Howdy.
end. Howdy, whatever.
There's also rumors that Eric Rowan's going to come back for the Hardy
I did hear that.
the Wyatt
I
family thing.
heard that Bo Dallas.
Oh yeah, Bo Dallas, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, I don't know if they ever acknowledged on TV that they're brothers in real life. I don't think they
I
have,
don't.
right?
Maybe I'm
Because they've
not
always done
sure.
different things and never been
It's a
together.
it's a possibility. I know. Uh, the one thing for sure is that I don't know what they're trying to do, and I picked up on this. He keeps repeating the name Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt, Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt. Like okay, people will know who you are. I'm like, what are they trying to get across? I'm like, are they trying to get across? Are they trying to drill into the head that don't refer to him as the Fiend anymore? Don't think of him
Oh
as
yeah.
as other stuff. A couple times during the promos, I was thinking he was going to come out and reveal, okay, because you know how he said, I'm from a wrestling family or whatever, you know, wrestling. That I thought they were going to come and say something along the line that, okay, yeah, Bray Wyatt, with the whole wrestling fans, like, I am Wyndham, or you know, his real name, whatever, you know, but you know me as Bray Wyatt, you know, that kind of shit. But as with but the cool thing about the whole Bray Wyatt thing with his promos and all this stuff is it's like a TV. I'm like, WWE is a TV series, hands down. But his promos in general is like one of those on the edge TV series where like you're watching like Breaking Bad or the Sons of Anarchy, and it ends in some mysterious way, and then it just leaves you hanging. Now you got to tune in next week just to find out what's going on. Just his promos alone, I would watch just for his promos. That's it. I won't have to watch the rest of the show. Just give me his promos. I'll be good. All right. And moving on to the final match of the evening. We got Superman against I don't know, Pikachu with the yellow and black. Here it looks like they were both trying to go for the Superman punches, their own versions. I do like the big screen in the background up top there. That's shot
cool
just as much. Hands down, like I always liked Logan Paul. From his time in WrestleMania to what he did with The Miz one-on-one. He shows his skills and stuff like that. But for some reason in this match, I wasn't buying it. He was bringing, he's very athletic. Don't get me wrong. He puts in the work. But
Oh
I
yeah,
was not him against Roman. I was not buying it whatsoever. When he's working guys, like I said, the Miz is his size. He's working against Ray and Dominic. They're pretty much the same size. They can fly around and do this and do that. I just wasn't buying the whole him and Roman thing. And then uh, and obviously we knew hands down that we were going to see his brother get involved as well as Solo because they
yeah,
wasn't
of
show
course.
and Solo wasn't showcased nowhere else on the show. But
The only thing about his brother, you could tell which guy has been trained and which hasn't, because his brother Jake Paul throws some horrible working punches. They were just terrible.
yeah, Jake when he threw it, he laid it in nice and
Yeah,
gently,
but
and
then he
then you see
follows. He doesn't just hit and like that's the shot. He hits and then follows through, and it's almost like he's
it's
pushing
almost
the
like
guy
it.
down to
It's
take the
like if
bump.
you're mugging somebody in the face and you're pushing through with your
Yeah,
palm. Of your hand.
right.
And then Uso just like he took it and he laid gingerly down
Yeah.
onto the mat. It's not like he took a like quick shot and bumped on it real quick like a fast bump.
But
Like
like they're man. So like I said before, I like showing them. I mean, I like them showing the clips of Shawn Michaels training him, which is cool.
yeah, definitely. And then him doing the whole boxing and stuff like that. Which I wasn't too big on them showing the boxing, even though they were whole pushing the whole the lucky punch
Yeah,
and I think he hit it like what 2-3 times on Roman. A couple
yeah,
times had him shook.
yeah,
Uh
yeah. So I mean, I think everyone knew that he wasn't gonna win over Reigns, but there were a lot of spots where they made you think that, like, holy shit, they might actually do this.
yeah, he had the crowd hype when he started when his boys, his homeboys, his entourage, his groupies gave
Oh
him
yeah, they
the
were at the
cell
front.
phone.
Yeah.
The cell phone, then he goes up and does a frogs. Wait,
Did you see the video from the phone?
no, I did not.
It was cool. It's cool. They showed it. I think it was on. Oh no, I think he put the video of it himself on Twitter because it was the guy he took it from is his co-host on his podcast,
Okay,
and that guy had the phone, took it from him, and then filmed himself doing that table spot,
I guess they were live at
and
the
that
time too.
table was on. I mean that spot was on the video was on his Twitter. It was cool. It was funny to see that.
Yeah, I think they were filming that live though too, off the phone though too. So,
Uh,
but yeah, hands down, we knew the bloodline was going to reign supreme in this. Uh, and the big thing about coming out of this for the whole bloodline thing is
I got
what's
to
coming
agree
up.
with. I
What?
got to agree with Flex. But it's like it's so weird with this guy because they know he's gonna bring in millions, potentially millions of more viewers, and he's doing it the right way. He's getting trained. I mean, he's training with Shawn Michaels. I mean, he's one of the best of all time. You know what I mean? Like, I get the idea of an outsider being in the office, being in the business, but I don't know. It's like you almost got to make it. I mean, there's an exception to every rule. You almost got to make an exception for a guy that can draw that kind of money and draw that hopefully that many new eyeballs and is doing it right. He's not just some guy that's coming in saying like that shit's fake. I could do that. You
Well,
know what I mean?
yeah.
He's
How many
going in
times in
like,
the
dude, I want
past
to
have we
train. Like, I
seen?
want to do it the right way. I want to learn how to do this like a pro.
Yeah, like how many times in the past we've seen celebrities get involved, and and even if they did a little bit of training just for that one match, it wasn't up to par what it should be.
Right.
Uh, Guys like Logan, Stephen Amell, um, just certain guys will go and actually Bad Bunny, another one. Guys who actually go and who actually really love wrestling, and it's not just the whole celebrity shit. They actually go
Yeah.
in and put the time in, and they respect what we do. Uh, they have no issues with putting in the work to pull something great off, and
Yeah.
that's great. And then when they bring the platform of their following, that just brings more eyes on our product. And
Yeah.
then on top of that,
Hopefully.
it's reversed too for people who don't know these celebrities or who don't follow them. They probably heard the names, but probably don't follow them.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Then it puts our WWE or whatever wrestling fans, whatever fans you are, put eyes on that particular person. Then,
Yeah.
so it's like I said, there has been ones out there that's like, like why are you here?
Yeah, I do agree with Flex though, like 90%, something like that. But
Uh,
it's like I said. I mean, I guess there's an exception to every rule, and like this guy's doing real good. He's doing good stuff, and again, he's training with Shawn Michaels. I mean, you don't get much higher than that. I don't know.
yeah, I think Trip is going to change the lay of the land when it comes to celebrities getting involved. Uh, if you're
Again,
going to
I
if you're going to get
gotta,
involved in our matches, you got to put the work in.
I gotta agree with Flex again, but like there's still an exception to every rule, I think. And like I don't know if this is gonna be momentary because I heard he wants to actually continue training and become an actual, like
Yeah.
a real pro wrestler, like us, like we always will be or whatever. But I mean, I don't know how true that is. But I Flex, I'm with you, man. I get it. And if this were like you have to choose a side, like you have to be for this or you have to be against it, I am on Flex's side 100%. But if I can, if I don't have, if I'm not absolutely obligated to choose a side, then I'm gonna stand right in the middle.
Yeah, that works. That works out just as well.
Although I do think it's interesting that both big companies had celebrity guest stars this weekend, and the
Oh yeah, they
WWE
had
did
Tyson
what
on
I think was.
commentary.
Hold on. Let me get there. Um, shit, I lost my train of thought now, man. You cut me off.
Uh huh.
Um, it's clear to see what WWE did. Like they put this guy in a match that was, in my opinion, this was probably the match of the night. And I got a little buddy over here too right now, so
I got a buddy next to me too.
yeah.
Someone
So
came to join me.
in my opinion, this was probably match of the night. And the other guy just brought in a famous celebrity, also a boxer, Mike Tyson, and just put him on commentary. Like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on, man.
yeah. This is my little buddy. This is Isaac. Say hi.
Yeah.
Say okay. Then you got to go back upstairs. Yeah, go
Man, you got an upstairs in that nice studio you're in.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh,
messing up
right.
the screen.
Oh, damn! He just pulled the curtain back.
I know the fourth wall.
And right behind the fourth wall. Now
Yeah,
I
I
can
know.
see that studio is only half true.
It happens. Yeah, it's only half complete.
He went right behind the couch over there.
Yeah, exactly. He's hiding. So, but
Oh man, that's funny.
whew, oh man, I had no shows this weekend of myself, so it was I'm not gonna say relaxing. I was bored as hell. I know next weekend I will be at Super Crazy Pro Wrestling down in Westville, New Jersey. That's coming up, and the week after that on a Friday. Speaking of, you mentioned Ben Bishop earlier.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be taking on Ricardo Rodriguez at three Legacies.
That's November 18th, right? Or no?
That's hold up, I got it right. I had the date. I just see where is it at?
November 18th. Yep.
Yep, exactly.
So me and the wife are talking about going up there to one of these shows because she's got a restaurant in the area. She needs to, she visits regularly. So we're gonna hopefully plan one of her visits around when one of these shows are and get up there ourselves in Lancaster.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of food and restaurants, I think I might get something like On the Border today or something like that. Not sure.
Yeah.
See how the food is. See because it's Mexican. So this week I do not have anything from Pete DeLong. Why? Because I mentioned last week that his voice is going just a little bit of hoarse. With no, not dog.
Yeah, you know whose voice is not going. This kid right here, screaming out the window.
Okay, his voice is going a little bit of Buddy the Beagle right now. Because of all the work he's been doing,
Buddy.
So, but he will be back eventually. He'll probably give us a generic video. That way, the fans out there can.
Yeah, we'll have something next week or whatever.
Yeah, so they can go over and see where he's at and what he's doing. It'll just be transitioning over to where he's at, though. Like I said, but without that being said, we do have somebody else that we do like to showcase, and that's our buddy Matt Turner over at the Stardom cast. Oh, yes, and we love your Hogan or Andre shirt. But here's Matt Turner.
Hello, everyone. This is Matt Turner. Join me and my co-host, Rob Goodwin, every Friday morning as we host the Stardom Cast. It's a podcast we talk about everything about the fantastic professional wrestling world that is Stardom. We have news, notes, previews, and reviews, again, every Friday, the Stardom Cast. Check it out.
Yes, gotta love that guy. He's a straight shooter. And as I was mentioning about your shirt, I was tempted to wear my one Hogan Andre shirt today too. That would have been sweet. But I ended up wearing my if you see up in the top corner there, our pop-up Plate Bombs logo. I ended up wearing that shirt while I'm drinking my coffee out of my BodySlams podcast mug there. If you like our merchandise and you want to show support, jump over to BodySlamsPodcast.com, click on our pod shop where you can go and find different t-shirt designs, drinking stuff as well as mugs, glasses. Stuff. Yeah, whatever.
Mugs,
stuff. Glasses, what?
Called
it's stuff. It's stuff. Yeah. Just go check out
buy our stuff.
Buy our secondhand items. We get tea to use them first, and then we put them back in the store for y'all. Just kidding. And don't forget to go over to ProWrestlingTees.com and check out our man Joey Image over there. See, yeah, I plugged you. Yeah, thumbs up.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Joey Image. Buy a shirt. There's 10 different designs. You should buy one of each because you love my shirts.
Yes, we all love Joey.
Buddy, come here.
Yes.
Tell him where to go to buy a shirt.
Buddy the Beagle.com.
There we go. He heard me.
Yeah, so please click on any one of our social media links. They will be listed in the description as well as each of our Twitter's accounts. So give us a follow on there. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button to know when we are live. And what's this? Buddy the Beagle wants a match. Can we make that happen?
He's yelling out the window. He wants a match with whoever's out there.
Can we make that happen? I don't know. We have to find out.
You all right?
I think Buddy needs a girlfriend.
Come here, bud. Oh, his stuff don't work no more, so he ain't gonna do much.
So before we call this show, any final words, Joe? Yeah.
No, I think I'm good, man.
Look how I rhymed that, show and Joe.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Joey Image. Go to Amazon, look up the name Corderas, look up the name Hershkowitz, or look up Class Dismissed, I guess, or Class in Session, and you can find Steve's book there. Check out the Stardom Cast. There you go. Check out Stardom Cast with our friend Matt Turner. Check out the Ref and Rants from our good friend Jimmy Corderas, and BodySlamsPodcast.com. Check out our merch, buy our stuff, and then when you're done, buy our stuff.
Yeah, you just keep buying stuff. It'll help us keep what little bit of funds that we do get from that goes back into this show.
I considered designing a couple of Buddy the Beagle shirts to put on my Pros and Tees store.
You should.
I don't know what I would do though, but
you make Buddy as a podcaster. Put the headsets on him and stuff.
Maybe.
I think it'd be
Buddy
great.
Slams podcast.
There you go, BodySlams. I like that. Yo, we might have to design one and put it on ours.
Buddy Slam and Pitbull. The Buddy Slam and Beagle. BodySlamsPodcast.com.
He's like, hell with this. I'm out of here. You guys are talking too much. All right. With that being said, that will conclude today's show of our Crown Jewel
review.
Love you too, brother.
I haven't heard Love, Peace, and Hair Grease in a long time, so I pop for that.
I always say chicken grease.
I say hair grease because I'm Italian, so everyone calls it
obviously, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm cheering for us. That's Joey Joseph Image. You're watching the BodySlams podcast. We were missing T all day. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
No, he stopped responding.
But like we both said, BodySlamsPodcast.com. Check us out, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Peace out.